Why do I have to go to market for each and everything? What if I had a process for getting stuff home? A process to which we can give the shopping list and instructions to fetch items. Just activate the process whenever you wish to. Would have saved my energy and time as well. Why don't we have functions in real life? A function is a set of instructions which performs a specific task and can be used multiple times. The specific task can be anything like adding two numbers or finding the greatest number in an array or printing the user-entered string to the screen, etc. Less is more. If something can be achieved in 10 lines, a 100-line solution will never be appreciated. A function helps in reducing the number of lines and achieve the desired output in a fairly minimalistic and logical way. Why we use functions can be understood from the below snippet. If we want to perform addition of these variables and print their result, we need to write similar statement 2 times. Functions enable us to perform similar addition operations without writing the same statements repeatedly. Give this function a list of items, the location of market and the destination to bring back stuff. That's it. Well, probably it's time to stop daydreaming. Functions in C are written as described below. Return_type is a required thing and it specifies the type of value returned by the function. It can be anything of int, float, char, etc. Function name is the name of the function, which can be anything. A function may take in parameters, or may not. Parameters consist of data on which operation needs to be performed. Statements are the operations which we need to perform. And return statement marks the end of the function and can be used to return the output. We will be learning more about parameters in further screens. Let's begin by writing a simple function. That's it, we have written our first function in C. Void is the return type and specifies that no value is returned by the program. This function takes in no parameters and prints hi every time it is called. So, now if I want to print hi multiple times, I don't need to write printf again and again. I can just call the above function. We will learn how to call a function soon. Let's write a function which saves us from writing the sum operation multiple times and prints the output to the screen. In this case, we need to pass 2 parameters, the 2 numbers which we want to add. The above function takes in 2 parameters a and b of type int respectively, adds them and prints the result. So, now to add any 2 numbers we will just call this add function along with the 2 numbers we want to add as parameters. Enough of defining functions. Let's see how we can call them. To use the functions we have defined, we need to make a call to the function. Syntax for calling a function. To call any function we only need to specify its name and parameters in parentheses, if any, followed by a semicolon. Remember the function we wrote to print height to the screen? To call this function, we are calling the function twice. This will print height to the screen twice. Similarly, calling the add function can be done as shown below. A function is a set of instructions which perform a specific task and can be used multiple times. It reduces the length of the code and protects us from writing the same code repeatedly. To define a function in C, we write return type followed by function name followed by parameters in parentheses followed by operations we want to perform in curly brackets. To call any function we need to specify its name and parameters in parentheses, if any, followed by a semicolon.